What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. Alright, so we have a couple of how-to builds to do today. We have the Super VEGITO Unparalleled Golden Key, as well as the Countdown to Despair Majin Buu Ultimate Gohan Absorbed, but we'll be doing just the solely Super VEGITO in this video. This guy will be getting his Super Easy A, I think January 31st is when it actually is. I think it drops on the 31st. So we'll be just diving into this. This video will release like half an hour before the unit actually drops. So you seeing this video, you know what's coming. So his leader skill stays the same as AGL key, type key plus 4, HP attack and defense of 100%. His super attack is Spirit Sword Extreme, causes immense damage to enemy and raises allies attack by 35% for one turn. So he's definitely someone you put in slot 1 or slot 2, preferably slot 1 because then he can buff everybody by 35% for that turn. And his passive is where everything really changes. There isn't really a whole lot different with this guy than what you would normally build him. So they changed the whole way that their system works entirely in the passive skills. Now there's basic effects when receiving an attack, when receiving a normal attack, when attacking, every attack received. This means infinitely for the whole battle. Like there's a whole bunch of different explanation points for each now. But his basic effect for passive skill Flawless Combat is key plus 2 attack and defense of 200% at pretty much the start of turn. And he gets a damage reduction of 40% at start of turn. And when receiving a normal attack, he gets a damage reduction additional 40%, so it shoots it up to 80 and counters with, it's supposed to say tremendous power, but for some reason it's not here. He just counters, that's all he does. And when he's attacking with 12 key or more, he gets the attack and defense of 150%. So if he attacks first, he gets that 150% buff for that turn, and then would stack it on top of this and these. And for every attack he gets hit with, he gets an additional attack and defense of 25%, up to 100% for infinitely, so for the whole battle, and a 15% crit chance up to 60, again, for the whole battle. So this would stack every time he gets hit for those 4 attacks, for the first 4 attacks. This will last forever, and this is only when he attacks with 12 key or more, so supers. And this is only when he's getting hit with a normal attack. A super completely nullifies that, so that's where you gotta be a little careful on that one. And when HP is 50% or less, he guards all attacks. So guard would activate well with these two. So guard plus 80% damage reduction is going to be really nice. And then he foresees enemy super attack for 2 turns when you're below 50% HP, which is, if you're below 50% HP, do not put this guy anywhere near a super attack. When there's a super class enemy, he gets attack and defense of 50%, and all allies get key plus 2 and defense of 20%. And when there's an extreme class enemy, attack and defense himself goes up by 100% for, I think it's just for the turn. I think and this happens every turn that there is an extreme class enemy, and every turn there's a super class enemy. This doesn't carry over infinitely, if that makes sense. So he gets those 2 buffs, and then he gives allies defense plus 30%. So they didn't change much on him. Really, they added a couple different things to his passive. He looks really good, honestly. I'm kind of excited about it. He's really, really solid. The only way I can think to build him entirely is because he has a 60% chance to crit after 4 hits. So you're not doing anything with that. I'm personally thinking you go straight additionals and dodge. No other question. Yeah, you definitely want to go additional dodge with this man. So that means the whole top left is going to be additionals and dodges, like entirely. Like I'm looking at mine right now. Mine is terribly built. I need to rebuild him now looking at this, which luckily we do have the 1 stone changes we can do. So I'm going to say top left you want to go 3. I'm actually going to change it right now as we're speaking. We're going to go 3 additional because it already has the 5 built in, so it makes that 8. And then we're going to change the other ones to dodge. So we're going to go 8 additional, 6 dodge top left. And then for the bottom right, I'm literally changing this as we speak. And then the bottom right, wow, okay, see, I butchered this one. We're gonna go additional again, so it's gonna make it 11 additional. We're not gonna do anything crit because of the fact that, again, he has it built in with him. There's almost no point in us doing anything crit. Just let him get hit and he'll start doing crit. So we don't need any more crit chance, and that's infinite for the whole fight. So once he does get hit, it'll fully, like, build up his stats. So back to what I was saying before I cut myself off. We're gonna go top left, 8 additional, 6 crit, or 6 dodge, I'm sorry, not crit, 6 dodge. And then bottom right, we're gonna go 3 additional, 9 dodge. So that's gonna put him at 11 additional and 15 dodge. 11 additional, 15 dodge, and all across the board, left to right, bronze, silver, and gold for the skill orbs, I'm going to say go additional dodge or just dodge entirely. Because when he dodges, he does still counter. That's last I knew, unless if they changed anything recently. If they dodge, they still do activate their counter. So that will still allow him to be able to get that counter attack off. And it doesn't count as being hit by an attack, I understand that. But I see almost no point in giving him anything other than dodge at this point, with additional in there as well, because it's not like he raises his defense on his super, so doing more supers isn't going to do anything. It's not like he raises his attack on the supers, it's not going to do anything. So you realistically want to go with more like dodge to give you that extra chance of taking a super. If you get hit by one, you can dodge it, or just being able to dodge anything. But that's going to be it for this guy and how we build him. It's really easy. Like I said, 11 additional, 15 dodge, and bronze, silver, and gold are going to be additional dodge all the way across the board. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.